Yeah, I yeah. So I think one of the scoopers, Daniel RPK, he's been talking about this a lot on his Patreon and stuff like that. But then there was kind of other scoopers that were backing it up or hearing similar things. And look, I kind of watch Grace Randolph. Some people don't like her. Okay, I don't really care if you don't like her or not. Okay, she does have connections within the industry. She does get some things right, but a lot of these scoopers get things wrong. But it's kind of how they present their information. Like like Daniel RPK was right about a lot of the trailers and stuff for Venom and Spider Man and things like that. So, and Grace gets a lot of stuff right as well. But she has said for a while that Daredevil or Matt Murdock will show up in Spider Man No Way Home and also in She Hulk. And that they're doing a spin off of the Echo show. But I made a tweet yesterday to break it all down. Just bear with me for a second. Um, but yeah, this was trending all day yesterday,
Yeah.
KC. Like people were obviously really excited about this and they want to see the character come back. Uh, sorry, not, yeah, okay, so this is what it is. So Hawkeye will introduce Echo, which is a character from the comic books who is a deaf character, but is very well versed in mixed martial arts, hand-to-hand combat, stuff like that. And in this Hawkeye series, Echo will be introduced, and also Vincent D'Onofrio as Kingpin will show up in this show as well. Now, other scoopers have said this as well. Matt Murdock, Charlie Cox's Matt Murdock, will show up in Spider-Man: No Way Home, and I think he will as well as Spider-Man's lawyer. That's the rumor. These are the rumors that's going around right now. Daredevil will suit up as Daredevil, Charlie Cox, in the She-Hulk series, which comes out in early 2022. That's a very legal-based show, got to do with lawyers, courtrooms, and stuff like that. And Charlie Cox is a lawyer. Echo will get her own series, which is confirmed. You can go look that up online. That's coming to Disney Plus. That was confirmed last year or earlier this year. But they're saying that season one of Echo will actually act as kind of season four for Daredevil, bringing back all of the original cast from the Netflix series. That includes Vincent D'Onofrio, that includes Charlie Cox, and the other surrounding characters as well. Until Daredevil gets his very own series down the line on Disney Plus or maybe Hulu if it's going to be R-rated. I'm not too sure, but that's what the rumors are right now, and that's pretty exciting if true. Now, it would be cool if all that lined up the way it's being presented online. Will it? Who knows? It's Marvel. Can they do it? But they are giving a lot of fans fan service right now. And Charlie Cox is very popular. And if you're going to introduce the Netflix characters into the MCU, because those are popular, those do have a large fan base. People were pissed when it was cancelled. The multiverse is around right now. What's the best way to introduce these characters? It's the multiverse. So I think this is a big possibility, and it gathered a lot of momentum online yesterday. And it didn't trend like it was fans talking about what they wanted to see. It trended like this is what actually is going to happen. So it's pretty exciting if this is the case. But for all of this to line up, the first time we'll see this is in Hawkeye. So if Kingpin shows up in Hawkeye, then we know then some of these rumors might be true and the rest are soon to follow.
And thank you for all that breakdown. But also to add to that, Vincent has liked some tweets where people were mentioning that he's going to show up in Echo and stuff. So that's also an
Yeah.
important thing I think to note because he
And
generally shuts down and is very truthful about stuff like this.
yeah, and you have like Alfred Molina, William Dafoe spoiling that they're in Spider-Man 3. You have kind of
Yeah.
these actors who are outside of the MCU spoiling stuff, and then Vincent D'Onofrio is liking stuff. I think he kind of got word from Marvel or Kevin Feige that, like, stop that. And then Vincent D'Onofrio comes out with a tweet saying, I just like things sometimes because I just to like them, So, he's kind of downplaying it, but he's been liking stuff for quite a while, so.
Yeah, it's very interesting. So yeah, I would definitely love for him to come back. Whether it's canon, whether the show he did already is canon to the MCU or not, that doesn't matter to me. I think what it was a perfect ending. I think season three ended perfectly. I wasn't one of those people who wanted to see a season four because I thought they wrapped it up pretty well in the end. His arc with Kingpin was done pretty well. Of course, after that, he would probably have different villains and stuff, but I thought it was done very well. And season three was absolutely top tier. And they went out on a high note, right? So if they were
Yeah.
to bring him
But
back, and if they change him, like if it's like a soft reboot, I would be open to it, and I would love for them to kind of change certain things, but also have Charlie Cox's Daredevil, I mean Charlie Cox's Matt Murdock be somewhat similar, but inside the MCU, right? A multiverse Daredevil,
mm,
if you will. So yeah,
so what I'm gathering is from what people are saying online and by putting a lot of these scoopers information together is that so we just say for example this all does happen and Daredevil is in the MCU and they're in season 1 of Echo and it acts as a season 4 as Deadpool. So Charlie Cox will return, Vincent D'Onofrio will return, but they'll look a little bit more comic accurate. Vincent D'Onofrio will be a fatter, bigger kingpin, like from the comics, like in the Into the Spider-Verse movie. That character is huge. That's what will happen when he returns. And Charlie Cox will have more of a comic accurate Daredevil suit. It'll probably be a little bit brighter and stuff like that. But what happened in these characters' pasts on Netflix is canon to their stories right now. It just won't be as important to the new stories that are going to be told going forward in Spider-Man No Way Home, in She-Hulk, in Echo, in Hawkeye. The past exists, but it's not like past story beats is what's carrying the future story beats into the MCU, if you kind of get me. It is
right.
kind of a soft reboot. The characters might act a little bit different, they might look a little bit different, but their pasts are canon. It's just going forward they have new stories. And if you're thinking to yourself, well, we got to see these characters face off before in the past. Yes, we did, but now kind of just forget about it in a way because now we're in the MCU and
Yeah,
they're going to tell it they're going to tell it in a different kind of way. But I will look at the Netflix series as canon, and that's how I think they will do it. But they just won't reference every single thing. This show will have a new feel to it. I don't know if it'll be R-rated. Falcon and the Winter Soldier was R-rated, so at times and it had blood and gore and stuff like that, and the Captain America shield being all bloody. So there is possibilities that they allow it in Daredevil in the MCU. So let's hope. But I do think the past stories are canon. It's just let's concentrate on the future right now. And I think we could see. I think that the Punisher will show up in Blade. That's my theory right now. I think that John Berthal will show up in the Mahershala Ali Blade movie. That's what I think.
nice. A few years ago, I was very, I was very kind of overthinking all this stuff, and I was very reluctant on embracing how the MCU is gonna bring the X-Men and these characters into the MCU, because I thought that if Feige were to bring them, he would definitely recast, because Feige likes to have his own things, and he doesn't play along with the other creators. Like he never referenced just single time to Agents of Shield or Daredevil or any of the Netflix shows, because he wasn't in charge of those, right? So I
It's
was very worried
yeah,
about that. But it's fast
kind
forward to today, it's like heaven, because everyone's coming back.
we can have our cake and we get to eat it
Yeah,
too, and there's never really a bad cake. But like he understands that instead of trying to convert everybody to new X-Men characters, new Daredevil actors, instead of converting people to you have to like this. No, hold on, you like that actor? Okay, let's bring him back. You like the X-Men over
yeah,
here? Let's bring them back. That's
it's
really smart,
perfect.
and that's what somebody does for their fans, fan service, and what the fans want.
Yeah,
DC could do that, that's what DC could do. But look, that's their problem and that's their loss. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the future ahead, and hopefully it all pays off. And like Marshall Ali, that's his name.
yeah,
I think
Mahershala Ali.
he's going to play Blade. Yeah, he's going to be playing Blade, but he played Cotton in the Luke Cage
Oh yeah,
Netflix series, and he was brilliant in that. But they killed him off in like 6 episodes in because I think he was going off to do like True Detective, or he was going to do some big movie. So, but it's funny how the multiverse is incorporated right now, and he can be Cotton, and he also can be Blade.
yeah,
So the multiverse is insane. So it's pretty cool. So, yeah, I'm excited.
yeah. Me too. And DC also kind of is doing that, I think, with the Flash movie. So we'll have to wait and see how well that's
Just
executed.
wait. Yeah.
Yeah.